guys, welcome to day 17. So I know this is yesterday's video and I do have one for today, and then I have the Galaxy one will be for the weekend. So I have been trying to just do 10-minute videos a day, and the Galaxy one is 20 minutes, so I figured that would be good for the weekend. So this will be day 17. I will upload day 18 hopefully later on today, or maybe I'll just upload 2 tomorrow, so we'll see how I go. But today I thought it would just be nice to do something again sort of Christmas related and just paint. So I wanted to kind of finish off this other shoe. I had a colour palette in mind, and it was just a really relaxing sort of few minutes to paint. So I will show you some close-ups of the colours that I use, but I'm mainly using Daniel Smith French Ochre, Sugarlight, Sedona, I think Sedona, and then the Holbein Lilac and the Daniel Smith Moonstone, the light grey sparkle. So I was just going to leave this as a sort of sped up version with the music behind it, but I thought I would just explain a couple of things for you. So you can see I am putting on a very light wash everywhere to start building up the layers, and then I go back in with some darker colours and start to create, you know, the structure of the shoe. And I do explain a lot more about this in the video from yesterday's shoe, and there's a link to another video which shows you all how to sketch it, so I'll try and link those below. You can see yesterday we did a deeper, more wintry palette, and today we're doing, I think it's still got that sort of wintry vibe, but it's a bit of a softer palette. So this actually, the front of the shoe took me a few times to sort of get that right. So I actually painted this, and then I lifted a lot of this and repainted it. So I felt like it was a bit too wide, so I actually lifted a lot of the bottom area and then tried to make the wedge part come up a little bit narrower. So these shoes were actually inspired by a pair of shoes that I used to have for a long time. They were a really nice pair of shoes, and they had just one. So they had kind of a cork wedge like this, but they had just one, what am I calling it? Like a strap over the front that was sort of similar. It was cinched at one side, and it was actually like a peach color. I'll see if I can find a photo with the shoes on and maybe pop that on my blog. But I think it's a really nice idea to paint your favorite pair of shoes, or you know, paint your favorite handbag or any sort of, maybe a pattern that you really like on a piece of clothing. I mean, obviously you can paint these along with me, but you can just explore things around your home that are meaningful to you and then have a go painting them. And like, for example, these were inspired by the shoes, but they weren't an accurate, you know, representation of that shoe. So I add a little star here and just sort of, it's not really writing, so there's not really a brand name or anything. I'm just kind of indicating writing. And then I also thought about putting maybe some stars in the front of the shoe here, but I just wasn't happy with how the front was sitting. So again, like, I spent some time off camera lifting some of that and trying to fix that. So hopefully you can see here that it's sort of, the wedge comes up a lot closer to the top of the shoe now, and I was so much happier with that. The other thing I didn't really show is the bottom of the sole. So I just kind of did these little notches, sort of a little triangle in the Sugilite at the bottom of the sole, because the Sugilite is the darkest color there, so it just kind of takes over the part, the other part of the sole there. And then I blended some Sugilite down into the shadow, so it sort of looks like you know, that is actually notched out of the sole. So anyway, I really love how the shadow in this turned out as well. So it's kind of a mixture, and you can see here these are the colors, and so all these colors have been mixed throughout the painting. And so when you mix them together, even just a little bit of one into the other, it creates a softer transition within the painting. So I hope you enjoyed this. I have some little snippets at the end here. We've had a huge snowstorm this week, so there was just snow absolutely everywhere, and it was coming up maybe 10 centimeters, so I don't know, 4 or 5 inches up past the foot of the door. But we definitely had a winter wonderland, and it was quite a magical night. That sometimes you get snowstorms and it's just it's a little bit maybe more frightening or quite cold or things like that, but this was quite magical. And we had a few deers walking across the front lawn in the sort of soft shadows, and it was just a really pretty night. We had we've also been having some marshmallows just roasting on the actual you know, grill on the gas cooker. But so tomorrow's video, or today's video, we'll see if I can get it done maybe later on tonight or in tomorrow. It's a really exciting one, so I am going to, it's about pastels anyway, so it is exciting. And I think that is everything for today, guys. I really appreciate all the comments and well wishes and when I showed the snow on Instagram. So we are okay, and yeah, it was quite lovely. I think sometimes it's like the aftermath of the snow, because then it starts to get hard and go icy on the driveway and things like that. But yeah, it's unusual. I really love the shadows that the snow makes and the colours that it brings to the landscape. So I hope this finds you well. I know it has been a big year, and you know, it's a hard time, and so I just wanted to send out some good Christmas wishes to you, and I hope you have a lovely weekend. Bye.